So you're thinking of moving to the city of Maricopa, but you're not really sure what community you want to live in. You wonder if maybe there's some hidden gem that you haven't heard about and something that might be worth considering that wasn't on your radar before. Hi, my name's Mike Miller, and you're watching Living in Maricopa, where I cover all things Maricopa and the surrounding areas. Today, we're actually going to explore the community that I live in, Homestead North. People overlook it a lot, but there's some great features to it. Right now we're in Homestead Park, and it's really just a nice space. We're gonna spend most of our time looking at some of the homes to see what you can get for your money here, and also, just kind of some of the features of the place and what's going on in Homestead North. And we're getting things going right now. Before we go start showing you homes that you're going to fall in love with, let's take a look at the community itself and see if there's anything that's a red flag or that's awesome about it that's going to change your mind, and make sure looking at the homes makes sense even. So we're obviously going to jump to looking at the map. Arizona, Phoenix, come down to 347 to Maricopa. We've done this dance before, you know how it goes. And then we go east on Smith-Enke Road, and Homestead is this block right here. So borders Smith-Enke, Honeycutt, Porter Road, White and Parker Road. So gas station is, not over here. There's going to be a gas station here. I believe Chevron, but there are a few other businesses here. If you have a chance, if you need someplace nice to eat, Mandy's Wine Bar is pretty great. We haven't gone there as much as we want to, but the food was delicious. It was this cute little place. Obviously you don't have to drink wine. We don't drink alcohol. But the food was amazing. Like a hole in the wall place. Did I say that already? I don't know. Sometimes they have live music and just a fun little atmosphere, but also very classy. So there will be a gas station. There is a gas station right here, Circle K. There's no schools in Homestead itself. Heritage Academy is down here though, which I highly recommend. It's a charter school. And then Heritage Elementary is going to be down here. It's hard to tell from this map, but in this area. So depending on traffic and where you're starting in Homestead, Fry's here is about 10 minutes. The Walmart down here is about 6 minutes or so. And then there's going to be another Fry's. It's in this corner right here, I believe. And actually quite a bit more shopping is coming through here. So there is a good amount of charter schools like in this L strip right here, it seems like. Oh, and Pecana Park is here, which is, I think, the second biggest park in Maricopa. So that's a pretty close shot as well. Over here we have the USDA, I think U of A partnership, where they have a lot of farms, where they do a lot of experiments. They develop, strains and practices and stuff to be drought tolerant, because Arizona is a great place for that, obviously. One of my recent clients actually works there, so pretty cool guy. There's also the dairy farm somewhere in this area, but I'm not sure exactly where. At any rate, it's kind of close to Homestead, but it's not like super stinky. You've probably heard me say before, when we first moved here, probably like 3 or 4 nights a week. Yeah, it would stink a lot, and now it rarely does. Maybe at most 2 nights a week here in Homestead where we are. So it's not bad at all. Now in Homestead itself, we've got, there's a fire station over here. Okay, so be wary of that if you're going to be moving close to here. No telling when those sirens are going to go off, but that's the nature of it. It is also nice to have them very, very close to you as well if there is a need for it. The green belt over here, it's the big Homestead Park, and this is where they do like the Easter egg hunts and stuff. So a lot of community events, or over here from the parking lot. There is an LDS church over here, and then there's this empty lot here. That was originally earmarked for a new elementary school, but eventually Maricopa USD, they just said, nah, we're not gonna bother for whatever reason. So I think now the land is owned by D.R. Horton. So in theory, they're gonna build some homes there within the next few years. And that will complete the development of Maricopa when they do that. As you can see, there are a lot of parks throughout. There's the soccer field, there's basketball courts there and up here. So lots of parks throughout. There's good walking spaces, walking trails and everything. Oh yeah, so Homestead itself, it's actually divided into two sections, and it's a little, unintuitive, but basically this is Homestead North, this section that I'm very expertly outlining. Okay, and the HOA there is $45, which I think is the lowest HOA in Maricopa, in the city of Maricopa. You don't get much with that, honestly. They take care of the park areas and the community events, and they help make sure that people are staying at least moderately on top of their homes, and their front yards and everything, to keep it a nice place for everybody to live. They're not crazy in my experience. They're pretty easy to work with. And they have managed the budget well so far. So anyway, that's way off topic. Homestead South, in the meantime, here is $85 a month. And they are a gated community. And other than Province, they're the only gated community in Maricopa, Province being 55 plus. So if you are interested in gated community, this is the place for you. So as far as like age of homes in Homestead, there's a little bit of a variety. It was built in multiple phases, like these communities often are. So kind of roughly through here, these homes were built between about 2006, 2012, the majority of them. And then over the next about, 5 to 8 years, these homes were built, as well as the majority of, actually, sorry, this is part of Homestead South. Okay, so Homestead North here was built in that same time period, about 2012 to 2020. And then these homes were the last phase, almost last phase, built in the last 5-6 years. As far as the price range of the homes and whatnot, let's hop over to the MLS to check that out. Average price per home is currently $397,000, with the low at $280,000 and the high at $599,000. Square feet, I think, is also a very important thing. Average square feet for the homes here, 2,280. Low is 1,454, and high is 4,240. We're actually going to look at that, the high and the low of these homes later, or in this video, so you'll see them. And then I think also very relevant rather, is the price per square foot. So average $178 per square feet, low $122, high $252. Anyway, that's probably enough looking at data points for Homestead and whatnot, but there's lots more to know, obviously, but feel free to ask questions, or just come over and look at Homestead yourself, and let's look at it together. I'll show you around. Let's just go ahead and check out house number 1. All right, shall we? All right, here we are at our first home today on our tour of Homestead. This is really a starter home price point here, $280,000, and they're saying right off the bat, like in the publicly visible notes, that they're willing to do concessions. So they're basically saying, we'll take care of your closing costs, and just make it cheap and affordable to move into this house. So I mean, at that price point, what kind of home are we gonna get? Let's go in and find out. All right, follow me. So we see, the walls are maybe a little bit dirty and the door is a little scuffed up. Is that a real danger sign? I don't know, probably not. Let's go check out the kitchen first, as always. So, kind of a small-ish kitchen, but not like cramped, honestly. This island here, linoleum, definitely older style. But I mean, this is actually pretty good. I've been to many a home that is more expensive that isn't this kind of clean looking. I don't see very much signs of damage. There's a little bit of caulking that could be fixed and improved here, but it's not bad. So this home is 1,677 square feet, and it kind of feels to me like it's well laid out. Like this feels like a good size primary bedroom for this price point, really. And we've also got this walk-in closet, which also, again, really pretty good size for this price point. And it looks like sometimes this is empty, but not today. This one has glass. The bathroom, we've got a tub and a shower, dual vanity, And you know, this is going to be divisive for people. Some people are going to hate it, some people are going to love it. But having this this door right out to the backyard is there. Of course, you can't get out there while someone's sitting there. You're going to knock their knees off. But that is a tight clearance there. Now let's go check out the rest of the house. The carpets look like they're in pretty good shape. Looks like they've been cleaned. We've got newer, you know, pretty modern fans. Another bedroom in here. A little damage to the wall, some nails, nail holes, some shiny substance there, but it doesn't feel like anything. A little bit of scuffing in the closet shelves. These are all like super minor, super cosmetic things. 2-car garage, you know, pretty standard size, maybe even a little bit extended. This section right here makes it a little bit longer. It's 2017, September 2017 for the water heater. So, you know, might have realistically a couple more years left on it. This here bathroom with this questionable toilet hinge, a linen closet, good size. Aw, and that's cute. They've measured their family over the years. They should have taken this door with them. Pantry, that's not terrible size. That's better than my pantry. A coat closet. It looks a lot like a coat closet should look, so yeah, or typically does anyway. And then of course the front room, which is a good sized space. I have actually some friends that have the same floor plan, but I haven't been through their entire house. But it's more spacious than you would think it is at 1,677 square foot. So I kind of like it actually. And for the price point, like this is in great shape. So, let's hit the backyard too. So not a lot going on for it. Not super large, but for the price point, like I've seen much smaller. So this is pretty good. There's a half dead tree. What kind is that? I don't know, I'm not an arborist, but it's a tree. The paneled glass for the bathroom, and then this looks like a gas line for the outside, so you can run a grill out here. And see if I can find a date for the air conditioning, 2016. So it's about 10 years old, November 2016. This side yard, by the way, all rock, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt to push those garbage cans back, but that's pretty normal. But it's wider than a lot are too, so it's, you know, 5.5 feet or so. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this house. Honestly surprised and impressed with. Let's see if our second house today can compete, and let's head out to it. All right, we're gonna take a quick pause to kind of talk about some things. You know, it's been over a year at this point since I last released a video, and I am very sorry about that. In that time, like I think the last video I released, I had what, like 145 subscribers, and now I'm at the time of this video, I now have 507 subscribers, and you know, that's no Mr. Beast or anything, but for what I'm doing, like that's phenomenal. So I really appreciate all the subscribers. If you are one of the people that was subscribed when I last released the video, like you saw it drop, leave a note. I would love to hear from you and see why you stuck around and what you're here for. You know, let's chit chat a little bit. But you know, why has it been a year since I last released a video? What can I say? I've had a lot going on in life. Just as a small sample of that, I was in a community theater play for James and the Giant Peach, and that was a huge task. Practice constantly. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and if you didn't get to see me, I'm sorry. I did amazing. Just kidding. My family went to Costa Rica for a week. My wife got pregnant with a little baby girl, and then whoops, she actually gave birth at 25 weeks, so 15 weeks early, which was kind of a big deal. It was a complete surprise. So we spent, what was it, 3-4 months in the hospital. She was in the hospital in Phoenix, and we were staying at the Ronald McDonald House. So life was crazy during that time period, to say the least, and that was over Christmas and all these other things. So she's doing phenomenal now. She is home with us. She's on a little bit of oxygen, but things are absolutely headed in the right direction, and she's happy. She's great. She's happy. We're happy. We're the happy ones. She's crying a lot, ruining our sleep, you know how it is. But during that whole time, of course, my wife's health problems are getting worse. And, you know, that kind of brings me to a point. My wife, Emily, you know, she actually went to real estate school with me, what was it, 6.5 years ago now? Something like that. And so we did real estate together for a while, and, you know, we were a team and everything, but it was a challenge for her. And not, you know, long story short, really, it's been such a huge blessing in my life to be able to let her not need to work, to let her worry about her health and to be able to take care of the kids, which is what she wants to do. She wants to contribute in other ways, but to let it be up to her, because more than anything, like, you guys have been amazing. To be able to support my family entirely off of, you know, viewers, people watching my videos and wanting to work with me as their realtor in their move to Maricopa. It's been incredible. So almost all of my clients these days are from my Living in Maricopa channel, and that's an incredible thing. So because of your amazing support in the last 12 months, I have actually risen to the top 8.5% of realtors in Arizona for number of homes sold. And if we look at Maricopa, I'm actually the number 2 agent who has helped buyers buy homes. All right, so not including sellers in that, because most of my clients are buyers, out-of-state buyers, occasionally from out of the country. Number 2 is a pretty big honor, and I can't tell you what that means to me, and I'm excited to take this a lot further. So please, if you haven't already, like this video, you know, just pause real quick, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, because I will be putting out a lot more content. I've actually had a number of clients kind of chew me out a little bit for, why aren't your videos still coming? You know, they're nice about it or whatever, but it's still, I take it personally. I promise to do a lot better on getting these videos out to you, because I know a lot of people want to know about Maricopa and what makes it such a great place. All right, let's head back and look at home number 2. All right, so here we are at house number 2. Now this one's kind of a special house. These come up every once in a while, not very often, but this is actually a bank-owned property. So in other words, it got foreclosed on. People tend to get really excited about foreclosed properties and think that they're getting a deal. Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes you're walking into a house that's been completely destroyed. So we're curious about how this one's gonna go. It's a good size home at 3,200 square feet. They're asking $400,000, and just a quick pro tip, bank-owned properties are still negotiable on price. In fact, in a lot of cases, banks will agree to 85% of the asking value. So I'm not gonna try to do that math in my head right now. Okay, $60,000 under. So $340,000 potentially. Let's asterisk that. Let's see if it's a good deal or not. Let's go inside and check it out. Okay. Oh, there's guys outside doing landscaping right now, which, by the way, is a good sign, because a lot of times when a bank owns a home, they don't do anything on it. A lot of times there's not even power connected to the home, and in this case there is. So I don't know, I like what I see. Let's go. Kitchen is pretty good size. Granite countertops. Even the water is on. What are these guys doing? There's some wear and some spots, obviously. This was a family home. That's the oven spot, yeah, okay. So there's no oven or microwave, which that's a little unusual. So there's some things you'd have to take into consideration if you were to buy this particular home. But it looks like it is plumbed for gas or electric, and no fridge here. I would put some upper cabinets there personally, but it's got this little pass-through area here, good sized pantry. So definitely one of the nicer models. It's a pretty spacious home. A little bit of a dent on the wall there. The primary bedroom's upstairs, so we'll just go ahead and finish with the downstairs first before chasing that. A good sized family room. Lots of damage to the walls here. It's all surface, it's all cosmetic other than like some screw holes, but those are super common, obviously. So you would want to keep in mind, and pretty much anytime you're looking at a foreclosed on home or a short sale, there's a very good chance that there's going to be a lot of wall damage, because when people leave here, they're not worried about making it pretty for the bank. They don't care. What's their motivation? Got the Harry Potter closet, and it has light inside. I have one of those, but no light, sadly. There's a half bathroom with this cute little thing going on here. I mean, there's almost enough room for like a corner shower here too. 3-car garage, tandem, so one has to park behind another one.
And then 2018, 8 years old at this point. It might be near its end of its life. Okay, that's downstairs. Let's head up. Definitely seeing some more wear on the walls. Definitely had kids. So primary bedroom, and okay, so it's big enough on its own, but then there's this whole extra space over here. So like a good office, a baby room, just an extra room for whatever you do with extra rooms in a master. I like it a lot, actually. The bathroom, double vanity, we got separate tub and shower again, a water closet with cabinets in it, ooh. And then the walk-in closet, pretty good size, with a lot of shelving already built in. And these are mirrors. This is a mirror, yeah. Across from the primary bedroom, we have the laundry room. This is a drain tub. This is where you would put the washing machine, which it clearly doesn't come with, so that if it leaks, it would hopefully drain right into that instead of spill out onto the floor and cause leaks. This looks like it's just set up for electric dryer, which is surprising usually, because there's gas to the house, obviously. The carpet, to me, looks decent enough. It needs to be stretched for sure if you were to keep it. That's pretty cheap and affordable, all things considering. Some might prefer to get rid of it altogether, but if you do keep it, probably also get it cleaned. To paint a house this size, $7,000, $10,000 is pretty reasonable, I think. All right, here we get into a secondary bedroom. Given all the space in this house, you know, it's almost a little silly that these aren't walk-in closets here, but it's still, at least it's wider than kind of a standard size closet. Another bedroom, and see, this kind of like the primary bedroom, has like a separate additional section to it that makes it much bigger. This is where you put your favorite child, or maybe your gaming setup. There we go, now we're talking. There's this other secondary bedroom, and okay, this one does have a walk-in closet. Like, what's the logic in that? Walk-in closet here. So it's not huge, but it's good for a secondary bedroom. So it feels really pretty spacious all around. And this linen closet with double sliding doors, and this full bathroom. Light for here, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, all the damage I see is pretty cosmetic, would be pretty easy to fix. So kind of like the rest of the house, like a little bit neglected, sure, but really nice. I prefer real grass to turf, even though real grass is a giant headache compared to turf. But this is still nice. Like it looks well done. It looks in mostly good condition. The pool looks like a really nice one. It's pretty straightforward in its shape. This, kind of like the last house, had gravel on the side. This has pavers, obviously, which is gonna make for a lot easier moving the trash bins to the back. Overall, like, this is surprisingly great for the price point and for what's on offer here. So I don't know, let's see what we get at the third house. Maybe we'll strike gold again.
All right, one more quick break. I promise not as long as the last one. Just wanted to invite you, like, if you are planning to move to Maricopa, or you're thinking about it, considering it, you want to know more about the community, about features of it, about houses, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. Despite, you know, all the things all the excuses I had about how busy I was, I'm not too busy for new clients, and to talk to you and to help you, make this move possible. I love Maricopa, and I would love to bring you in to this place, or give you a chance to check it out. I am getting an increasing amount of support and help to make sure that I am taking great care of my clients, and I would love to do that for you as well. And I'm super excited about the future and about the videos I've got coming up, and just being able to take care of people at a very high level. So let's make it happen, and let's get you into an amazing home, an amazing community that you're gonna love. All right, let's head back to the video, check out house number 3.
And last today, but definitely not least, is this giant home here that we're gonna be checking out. This home is 4,240 square feet, which is a pretty good size, and comes in at an unusual for Maricopa price of $600,000 is what they're asking. So that's much higher than the average home price here, but I think we'll kind of see what justifies that price here. I'll go ahead and just show you what I mean, all right, rather than babble at you about it outside the house. So right off the bat, we see 3-car garage outside. Kind of a bit more of a grand entryway, if you will, compared to a lot of Maricopa homes. Got double tall doors coming inside. And we're just gonna kind of wander around, get to that kitchen. I mean, there's a lot of brown in the house, let's be real. The finishes are generally kind of outdated here, but everything looks like it's in super good condition. The carpet, that looks like it might be brand new. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's brand new. So they replaced that, left the other finishes as is, but it's in really good shape. We do have an electric stove, which for this price point is not phenomenal. Big basin sink. It's got a nice high countertop at the island and a cutout for benches for people to sit and eat, make a bar out of it. I guess there's not really a pantry. There's this over here, but this is almost more linen closet than anything else. Did I skip it? Did I walk past something? Okay, here's the pantry. It's a good sized pantry. Okay. I was gonna say, that's pretty weird if it doesn't have like anything. Good size family room of one kind or another. Yeah, this is probably 25 feet by 25 feet, give or take. Next to the pantry, we have a closet, a storage closet with an electrical panel for, setting up your internet and stuff. We've got this little built-in thing for, keeping your dogs or your kids in place. So this is like a really nice plus room, viewing room where you can see the beautiful pool outside. So I really like that. And then over here to the side of the entry doors, another just big, like, what would you call this, Sherry? Sitting room. I like it. We've got to come up with names for all the extra rooms that it has. But yeah, it's vaulted. It's nice, big, tall windows. Wrap around over here, and we've got this office. I'll call this an office. In fact, there's like networking equipment. So this isn't vaulted here, but it's still, 9-foot ceiling, so still good height. Nice, usable room. We pass through it, and over here is a half bathroom for guests. Everything is in really good shape. The laundry room doesn't come with stuff, with machines, but looks like washer dryer, and it's also plumbed for a sink in here, which is what these pipes are here. So that means you could easily add in a sink, which is really nice in the laundry room, obviously. 3-car garage. And I think these are smart garage door openers, so you can connect it to your phone. Don't check me on that. Let some natural light into a garage, which is not super common. So this is plumbing for a water softener, which they never installed. And the water heater is pretty new. So manufactured October 2025, which as of the time of this video is, October? So like 6 months ago? Oh yeah. And then this door to the side yard. Cool. The floor is epoxied too. So there's a lot of like good quality things about this house. Like, it's a good house. On this winding staircase, you come up here to the loft, and we have what I like to call the Christmas view. Not specific to just Christmas, obviously, any other holiday or whatever, but just it kind of has the walk out and see the beautiful holiday arrangement type of feel to it. So I really like that. The primary bedroom, of course, is enormous. How many king size beds do you want to put in your primary bedroom? Let's do 4 at least. 6. Probably do 6. I don't know. The walk-in closet over here. Well, sorry, a walk-in closet is over here. It's not the biggest, but it's also not the only one. The bathroom, is just a huge footprint. There's a water closet slash toilet, and the other walk-in closet. So with a good amount of shelving in here too. Then of course we have dual vanity splits with the bathtub there and the decorative tiled window. So this feels nice and spacious. This would, for me, would feel really good. On top of it all, we've got a walkout back balcony from the primary bedroom to where you can come out and look at your kids hopefully surviving in the pool, or your party guests or your dog or whatever. So yeah, it looks a little bit worn out. Probably needs to be resurfaced pretty soon. But yeah, this is a really cool feature of the house. I really like this. So we're back in the loft. There's I'm gonna call this a game closet. It's where you put your board games. Bedroom. You've seen these before, right? Bedrooms, yeah. These dark blinds, they look like, I think they've mostly been in good shape. So this house, okay, this light doesn't work, but this house in the extra bedrooms, I think they all have walk-in closets, which is very nice. Honestly, you would kind of expect a house of this size to have them like that, but we're just gonna, screw it, we're gonna call this another game closet, because I've got a lot of board games. Need a place to put them. So here is a bathroom with the door separating the toilet shower, which can be very helpful depending on your makeup in your family or what have you. Another bedroom, again, good size. Again, walk-in closet with shelving. The light works in this one, that's a nice touch. A bedroom again. Same type of thing. Light works, shelving, walk-in closets, same carpet that we're having throughout the house. So, I mean, these rooms that don't have the tile or the brown fixtures or anything, it kind of just feels nice and modern. So anyway, here is that backyard. It's kind of gorgeous. I really like it. So obviously this really big pool end, oh my gosh, it has a deep end, and it looks legitimately deep. Like, well, I wanted to say, I'll say 10 feet. Maybe 10 feet, maybe 12 feet, but I love that. And it's got, looks like 3 waterfalls to it, big lava rock formations, mature bushes that look nice. Like, holy cow. Really cool, entertaining area, like grill area with a cooler and bench where, I don't know if the stools on the other side, so you can eat from either side and kind of just however you want to. This is great. So yeah, I feel like $600,000 just for the backyard alone. I mean, not really, but in reality, this might be like $100,000 backyard, probably maybe even more. So they spent some money on this. Someone spent some money on it. Then over here we have side yard, and it's cool. Yeah, looks like it's this was intended as a dog run because there's a doggy door right there. But yeah, so that's kind of this house. I feel like we usually don't, but we got 3 like really nice houses in a row today, and for some different reasons. I'm not just trying to say everything is great, because everything is not always great. Sometimes we go into some real crap houses, some real stinkers, but today I think they were all winners, so that was awesome. And that wasn't necessarily pre-planned. I just like to go with a high, medium, low and see what happens, and just good things happen today. So anyway, in other words, my neighborhood is awesome, low HOA, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Let's get this video wrapped up so you can move on and watch my next video. All right, let's go. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was insightful. I hope that you feel like you gained something from it. I work really hard to try to make these videos great and to take care of my clients kind of at the same level. And if you haven't already liked, subscribed, hit the bell icon, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. But please don't forget to before you head out so you don't lose me. But I do look forward to talking to you. I look forward to working with you. And I will catch you next time in Living in Maricopa. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, it looks like we're missing I got shocked. Here. And that. I gotta stop touching things. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me getting shocked, but it's a real thing.